Most women want fixer-uppers. They want guys who are projects. They really don't want good men. They want men that they have to work on. Men that they have to change, right? How many times have you heard a woman say, "Oh, I just met this guy. I don't like his blue socks that he wears with his tennis shoes, but you know what, girl? I can change him. I can change him." Right? A lot of these girls these days, obviously I'm being facetious, but a lot of these girls these days do not actually want a guy who has his shit together, who has his life in order, who has a career, a good job, who is, in good shape, who's fit, who eats healthy, who is good to his mom, who has a great family life, who comes home at night, who buys her flowers. Most of these girls don't want that guy. Most of these girls want a guy who has problems, drug addict, alcoholic, just crashed his car, has 3 DUIs, now needs to borrow her car so he could get to work and drive with a suspended license. Most girls want these type of guys that they have to work on, guys that they have to pull out their tools, their hammer, and have to do some drywall and just fix him up. Like I've always said, girls always want projects. Now, is this to say all women? No. But you know what? It's a lot of women out there. A lot of women are looking for these bad men, right? These guys who have mental issues, psychological issues, drug issues, health issues, right? It's astonishing how many of these women will tell you, say you're in their friend zone or you're a friend of theirs, they will tell you I just want a good guy. I'm so tired of dating this bad boy. I just want a good guy who'll treat me well. And it's who are you kidding? Who are you kidding? You're a hot chick. I know you get good guys all the time approaching you. Probably 95% of the guys who approach you are good guys. Guys who want to take care of you. Guys who just want to marry you off. Guys who want to come home at night and rub your feet and do whatever you want and feed you grapes in bed. But you know what? You don't want that guy. You don't want that guy, do you? The guy who went to college, busted his ass in school and got his degree, his master's, his doctorate. He's now working for this respectable corporation. He's a lawyer. He's a doctor. He's an engineer. No. You know what you want? You want the bartender. You want the security guard. You want the guy who doesn't even have a job. You want the guy who's collecting unemployment that you can fix. The hot guy. The guy who just doesn't come around until after midnight. The guy who doesn't text you unless he wants something from you, usually sexual. Or if the guy who wants to borrow money from you and promises he'll pay it back next week. You never see that money again. No, you want that guy, the irresponsible guy, the irresponsible jerk who gets fired every other week. The irresponsible jerk who can barely afford to feed himself, doesn't even do his own laundry. The guy who has all the shit in his back of his car, he doesn't even clean it. You want that guy. The guy who's got the 92 Toyota Corolla, I should say, right, with the balding tires, the sun damage on it, right, where the clear coat is peeling. It's got the AM/FM cassette player that doesn't even work in it with the roll-up windows. No, you want that guy, right? You want that guy. You don't want the guy who has his life together. You want the guy that you can work on, that you can shape, and you can mold into the ideal guy that you want him to be. And once you've succeeded at that, Missy, at changing him, improving him, completely turning his life around and making him the ideal man that you've always wanted him to be, you know what you do right at that point when you finally get what you wanted? You lose interest and you dump his ass. You lose interest in him because now he's boring. Now there's nothing else to fix. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do with myself now? Now he's boring, he's not interesting, he's not mysterious, he's predictable, and I don't get wet for him anymore, and now I just need to find myself another project that I could work on. You're like one of these rehab specialists on HGTV or the Oxygen Channel, where they're like constantly rehabbing properties, and people are like just addicted to finding these foreclosures, these fixer-uppers, these homes with like water damage. The roof is about to cave in, and you just got to go in there and you just feel the need to fix the shit, right? No different with the guys. It's like these women, they want fixer-uppers, they don't want good men. Okay? Now, with that said, that is not to say all women. Like I said, it's a whole lot of women, right? It's a whole lot of women out there, right? I would say a bit of the majority of women out there are like that. They just kind of have this really retarded vision of taking a guy off the streets and fixing him up, rather than just getting a good guy who's already fixed up and is willing to sweep her off her feet and take her away from this life and, put her in the castle and all this other stuff. She doesn't want that. She wants the guy that she has to work on, that she has to roll up her sleeves and do all this work on. Right? And it just goes with saying that a lot of women are just attracted to bad men. They're just attracted to these bad boys. They're attracted to that uncertainty that they give them. That's really what kind of just fuels them, is like all this uncertainty. This is why these girls, they just get so bored in relationships with these good guys, because it's like there's nothing to fix. It's like they're like crack addicts. They feel like they have to, like, I have to work on this guy. I want to change this part about him, right? I want to change this about him, or I want to change that about him. The guy's never validating her. He's just, he's just a guy that she needs to work on. Just to understand, there are women out there that actually don't want that type of guy, even though they, like, deep down, they are attracted to that type of guy, right? I would say, like, overwhelmingly, almost all women are attracted to that bad boy. Just that, again, that uncertain aspect about him. But there are a good number of women out there who at least have the mental maturity, or have the vision, dare I say, the vision to see that this guy is never going to fix himself. And she's constantly always going to have this problem if she hooks up with a guy like that, who constantly needs help, who constantly doesn't have his life together, who constantly can't hold down a job. I would say that most girls that I've found that want to have families, especially young, they just, like, their life goal is to become mothers. Nothing wrong with that. They want to become moms and they want to do the family life. A lot of women out there like that, guys. Make no mistake about it. Don't believe MTV or The View making you think like, oh, women are over that, mister. We women are standing up against you traditional men, conservatives, Fox News. We're done with that. We don't want that. We want to be out of the kitchen and in the workforce, mister, and you are going to follow our lead. No, a lot of women don't want that. I've seen it myself. I've been doing game for the last 3 decades, and even to this day, I meet a lot of women out there. Sometimes I'm even shocked, because a lot of these girls don't look like that type of girl who would want that family life. And then they start talking like with very traditional values, like, no, I want to get married. I want to have kids. I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to be a traditional mother. Yes, I want to take my kids to school. I want to be the soccer mom. I want to take my kids to baseball practice. I want to, I want to cook for them. I want to bake cakes and cookies. I don't know how many times I've heard, not a whole lot of women, but very, very traditional women that I've met in fields say these things. Like, I'm looking for this type of life, and I want to find a good guy to have that life with. Now, these type of women are not, even though they would be attracted to that type of bad boy, fixer-upper, right? They're not going to be dumb enough to put their life in that direction, right? They're not going to be dumb enough to use what little time they have left of their SMV, their sexual marketplace value, to waste on a guy that they know is just never going to pan out, right? It's like, yes, he's going to get me all hot and horny, and yes, I'm going to feel so attracted to him, but this is not the guy that is going to help me achieve what I really ultimately want in life, which is a family, which is kids, which is being a housewife, which is cooking and cleaning for them, cleaning up their rooms. I've heard these girls say these things. I'm not pulling it out of the air. Where do you think I got these ideas? I've heard these women say these things directly, how they want to bake cookies and cakes, and they want to have their birthday parties at the house, and they want to be the mom. They don't want to be in the workforce. They don't want to be career women. They don't want to wear pantsuits. They don't want to follow Hillary. They want to be mothers. They want to be moms, and not single moms, right? This is why these girls will not go for the alpha bad boy who doesn't, the fixer-upper, the project who doesn't have his life together, because she knows, even though she might be attracted to him, she knows the second she lets this guy in her life, right? If she has sex with this guy, she can easily and quickly become a single mom, because she knows this guy's not going to stick around. He's just going to impregnate her. Now all of a sudden she's a single mom. Her sexual marketplace value just dropped overnight. Okay, it just went from 100 to 0 overnight. Now she doesn't have the sexual market value that she did previously, because most high value guys are not going to want a woman, especially a woman with a newborn infant. No high value guy is gonna want that, right? Maybe a low value guy, but not a high value guy. So a lot of these women are not going to go in that direction, because they're gonna have the vision and the fortitude and the mental maturity to see how that's gonna pan out, how her life is gonna pan out if she makes the horrendous decision to go for a fixer-upper rather than a guy who is already on his path and purpose, a guy who has his shit together, a guy who comes home at night, a guy that she can build a life with, right? That she could be like, oh, we're doing this, right? We're doing this. So make no mistake, I don't want to paint all women with the broad brush, because I'm just going based off experience, just being in field and talking to these girls. I've seen the girls who have told me that, like, hey, I want to be the mother, I want to bake cookies and clean my children's bedrooms and take them to school and pick them up after. I want to help them with their homework. I want to be that one. And you could see it in their eyes. They're so excited when they talk about it. It's like, I want to be that woman. I want to be the mom. I want to be that mom. And I don't want to be a single mom. I want to have a family with the dad and all that. You could see it. And then they, fast forward a decade, 2 decades later, they accomplish that. And I've seen it, right? I've seen it play out with my own eyes. These girls are still married to the same dude, and they're still going strong. And, this is why I tell guys who follow me that want that themselves, that you can find that. I mean, it's just a little harder to find these days, but you can definitely find that, because there are women out there who want that and are willing to do that with you, and won't be so foolish and so stupid and immature to chase the fixer-upper, the guy that she can never have, versus the guy that she can have, right? The guy that she can have. So I'm gonna wrap up here. It's Cash snoring, right? Snoring over here, Cash? Yeah. I'm gonna wrap up here, guys. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Also, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. So if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, guys. Helps me out a ton. And share my coaching videos with other like-minded friends of yours. Obviously, do not share these coaching videos on feminist blog sites and dumb shit like that. That is going to just not help us, right? Instead, share them with other like-minded red pill friends of yours, where we can really, really start to grow this movement even more than we are right now, and really change the world. I mean, that's what we're here to do, guys. We're here to change the world. So help me do that by subscribing to my channel and hitting that like button. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I am teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I am talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s. The hottest and most gorgeous and most beautiful looking women out there, okay? I teach you how to go out there, walk up to these girls. I tell you exactly what to say, exactly what to do, so you can start bringing these very attractive, high value, high caliber women into your own life, just as I have and just as my students have, and just as we're doing every single week. Even with all this craziness going on, right? You guys follow me on Instagram. We have not stopped gaming. We are still going out there and still making things happen, okay? So if you want to get in 7 Months to Mastery, it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. So please take advantage of it while you still can. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video.